Hello, and welcome to the second edition of The Cosmic Story. I'm your cosmic storyteller, Cat Pagano. As you can see, I'm still working on the production values, but I hope you don't mind. I'm sharing my new apartment with you, or part of it. So we're tomorrow, Friday, the May 6th is the new moon in Taurus. Taurus takes the energy, the fire of Aries and incarnates it. So in a way, it's like a birth. This is where we give ourselves form. This is where our dreams for the new year begin to come into a form. Just like in May, especially here in New England, the flowers and the bushes start to come out, and the grass grows, and the leaves come out, and the all that life energy, the sap rises in the trees, and new life is born. And so Taurus is, in a way, the sign of our incarnation and our birth. Taurus is also, I think, the sign of Mother Nature more than any other sign. It's the sign where we get into our own wild nature and we listen to our senses and we open to our senses. We smell things and see things and touch things and we discover things through our senses that we might not discover if we're just going to think about things. So it's a really good time to think about what you want to give birth to and plant that seed on this new moon. Um, Taurus is also about values. Often we talk about Taurus as being the money sign or about being possessive or about possessions. But in reality, Taurus wants to only possess what's of value to us. And that is something that our society really isn't very good at because we have a lot of junk around that we've created that really doesn't hold that much value. And so we keep buying things, we keep consuming things because nothing is of value. And so Taurus says this year, get in touch with your spirit. It's a very spiritual sign, even though it's a very earthy sign. Get in touch with your spirit and decide what is of value to you. One of the ways you can do it is you can imagine a bullseye. And every time that you have big decisions to make, you have to look at that bullseye and say, what's in the center? What's my central value? Our society would like it to be money and consuming and work. But what does our soul want? What does our spirit want? What does our heart want? Maybe it's love. Maybe it's community. Maybe it's freedom. Maybe it's creativity. And so as you make this bullseye, you might want to say, well, what's in the center? And then what's in the next row or circle? And what's in the circle after that? So that you're not using your energy on things that really don't matter to you. In the same way, Taurus is about our self-worth. If we don't think we're worth anything, why would anyone else think it? And so this is a good time to see your own beauty and to understand what your talents are. Everybody has talents. Everybody has beauty. And even though our patriarchal culture would like us to think that there's only certain things that are beautiful or certain things that have value, Mother Nature isn't like that. And since Taurus is so much about Mother Nature values everything: weeds and plants and trees and animals and the sea and the clouds and even people. Now, in the background of this new moon, we still have that ongoing aspect in the sky that asks us to decide what we believe and how do we bring our beliefs into reality. It takes a lot of inner discipline. We need to go over our belief systems because sometimes our belief systems are so unconscious that we just act on things without even thinking about it. And so this is a good time for us to reconsider really what we believe. I know that all of you have heard about all the planets going retrograde, and people are calling me saying, oh my God, what's happening? When planets go retrograde, they really don't go backwards. It's just a perceptional thing because the Earth is moving in its orbit, is moving past them, and so they appear to be going backwards. But psychologically, the energy goes inward. And so instead of putting our energy out in the world, a lot of our energy right now is going inside. And we are trying to establish new forms of discipline, self-discipline in terms of what we believe. That's would be Saturn and Sagittarius. We need to look in and see, what do we really desire? Mars retrograde in Sagittarius. What do we really want? Mars is so much about our desires. And Mercury retrograde is about going over and rethinking things. And you might be running into old friends, you might be hearing from old friends and reconnecting with old friends. On Monday, Mercury goes across the face of the sun. Don't look in the sun because it will hurt your eyes, but if you have any kind of binoculars, you could probably find out online how to look at the sun. But a tiny speck will see that tiny, tiny, beautiful planet going right over the face of the sun. On Monday, Jupiter goes direct. It's been retrograde since January. Jupiter is all about expansion and curiosity, and he's the great storyteller. And so, what stories have you been thinking about? What story are you telling yourself inside? Because now, take that story out into the world. It really wants to start cooking out in the world. So that's a quick look at the cosmic story. Until next time at the full moon in Sagittarius, this is Kat Pagano, and pay attention on Friday, plant some new seeds. Taurus is the perfect time to grow your new life. And if you want to actually read the cosmic story, you can go to www.wisdom-of-astrology.com and read the whole blog. Until next time, this is Kat Pagano, and take care.